Welcome to a Freaky Friday and a new guest. Dan is with us. Let's go. And it's last minute betting with the Sports Odds. Me and Mike are here. What a busy day we've had. Been crazy. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company, folks. That's right. Live chat is available. Please like this show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We would very much appreciate it. By the way, if you'd like to get the Fantasy Optimizer free for a month, email me, Bob at oddsjam.com. That's pretty simple. Very simple. The 300 for 300 for PointsBet new users. Bet $300, get $300 in free bets. Link is below in the description. Go there right now. All right. Big Dan, H720 instead of H20 is here. And ready to, Mike, he's a college football guy. He told me a long time ago that he wanted to come on the show and talk some college football. And he's got some plays for tomorrow that we're going to check out. What do you say, Mike?
Yeah, I'm completely in, man. Completely in.
Yeah,
awesome.
Me too. Me too. So Dan has been doing some content and creating some stuff on Instagram and what have you. How's it been going? Well, with OddsJam so far?
It's been great. I've been sports betting for quite a while, and then I got into the EV side of things with OddsJam and had pretty darn good results. It's been about 2.5 months now, so I am newer, but I used to do a college football show before, and I'm also a big hockey guy too.
You're looking at a couple of big hockey guys right here. I can tell you that right now. Jacob Trainer is here. For some reason, Mike, are you not seeing comments?
I'm not, no.
And I'm not either, but I looked, and there are comments and what have you going on there. So I'll go look at my YouTube real quick. If you'll take over here real quick, Mike, can you handle that for me? There you go.
Yeah, I'll take over here. I mean, obviously, we had a big night. Our boy Justin was at the Jacksonville, New Orleans game. He hit Jags money line. So he got to enjoy the football game. And not only that, he got to cash out. I know I didn't see him on the big screen, but we told him, we said, hey, Justin, if they show you on the big screen, you got to do the Johnny Manziel. Show me the money, man, because Jaguars money line was the play last night. That's what we rolled with. That's what cashed. And, Bob, you had a couple of anytime touchdown scorers too. You had Kirk and ETN, didn't you?
Yep.
I mean, what a night. And then we had a same game parlay in baseball. Altuve to would we have him over 1.5 total bases or over 1 or 2+ hits? I can't remember. And then we had Alvarez for an RBI. And then I think we had Simeon for a hit. Tristan parlayed that together and hit it. So solid night last night.
Yep. Very, very solid night. I'm not sure why we are not getting any
comments.
Yeah, no comments at all. I see them popping up in YouTube. We're just not getting them here in StreamYard for some reason. It looks like they have a little bit of an issue going on. So I'll just pull up, tell you what's going on. Justin said, hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for that Jags pick. What a night indeed. And Jacob Trainer is here also. So, Dan, we're not going to have a whole lot of time here. I've got another meeting to go to with a customer. So I want to get to some of the things that you are on right now.
Yeah.
One of them is, and let me share my screen and get into this here real quick. So you were talking about this football game tonight.
Yes.
In a play on the under total between SMU and Temple, correct?
Yes. I was seeing an under 55 on BetMGM.
Yes.
And I hit this earlier just before the show. That's popping on our EV model. It's right front and center at the very top. Temple's inept offensively. It's not exactly a secret. They've sucked for a long time.
There it is right there.
Yep. And SMU is kind of on the other side of the fence there. They've got a very prolific offense. And, yeah, I mean, I think at first glance people would be like, are you sure about that, SMU? Well, I have SMU just snuffing out Temple here. And I also think, from a capping standpoint, it's a good play as well.
Okay.
But the EV just puts it over the top for me. So when I saw that, I knew I had to lock it in, and it's on the move. So if you like it as well, I would get it in out there.
Yeah, I've already hit it. Powell is here.
Yeah, wanting to know about Blue Jackets Flames tonight. Interesting matchup. I got to roll with Calgary. I like the Flames tonight. Don't trust in Columbus. I think Calgary gets the job done, and it's going to be interesting, in this Western Conference here. Calgary, I feel like they're going to be a little more improved this year potentially. So, look for that wild card race to be pretty intriguing this season.
Yeah, Dan's got the big old. Is that an Avalanche hat?
That's an Avalanche hat. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I can't stand Stan Kroenke. I just want you to know that, bud.
I understand that sentiment. A lot of the fan base doesn't like him either, believe me, self included.
Yeah, he's a jerk. Anyway, but you got one of the greatest players in the league, in Nathan McKinnon.
And Makar.
Oh, yeah, and Makar.
And Rantanen.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
and Georgie and Ned has been unreal.
Yeah. You know what?
And look, Seattle's gonna, and it's talking about that Pacific Division. Seattle looking, with the injuries they have, they look like they're going to dig themselves in a bit of a hole. That's why I think Calgary is kind of intriguing this year because, you look at that division. You did expect heading into this season, Seattle was going to be one of the top, 3 teams coming out of that division, but now it's going to be interesting, man. I think it's anybody's game for that third spot in that division. We know Vegas is going to probably have a great chance in that Pacific Division to win it potentially. Edmonton, do we trust in Edmonton? I think we got to trust in them a little bit, but maybe they're not top 3 in that division. The Kings are certainly going to have a say in this as well, but outside of that, Vancouver, I don't think we're going to be talking a whole lot about them. So, yeah, I think that Pacific Division is going to be pretty tight for that third spot.
You know what? I'm Vegas looks like they're going to snowball through that division.
Potentially, yeah, they probably will. But, I think we got to look at I think we got to still look at Calgary as not to win the division, by all means, no. But I think we got to look at them as a potential threat to maybe get one of those top 3 spots. It's going to depend. Edmonton's it's going to depend on them. Can Edmonton get back on track? A little slow start for them, so we'll see. Long season.
How do you guys? What's the second game tonight? Jersey. And who are they? The Islanders.
Yeah, Florida or not Florida. The Islanders are in New Jersey. Yeah.
What do you guys think about that game?
Low scoring. Islanders hockey.
Yeah, that's right.
Generic response, but I mean, I don't know how to not think that. First thing,
I took Sorokin under on saves today. 27.5 was the number. It was a price picks play, so I kind of like that, because Yeah, you're right. The way the Islanders play, it should be a low-scoring game.
It should be, yeah.
Should be.
Yeah, and it's, we talked about that. It's kind of boring hockey maybe to some people, but it gets the job done. And, there's another team that will be interesting to take a look at this year. They didn't get in the playoffs last year, but we know that they have the ability to because of their defense. And obviously Sorokin and Ned is a monster. So the thing I wonder, New Jersey's lost a couple in a row here, guys, and you got to feel like they got a sour taste in their mouth. I kind of lean towards New Jersey getting the job done tonight.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. The Islanders are definitely going to muddy it up, I'd like to think. So
absolutely. Yeah. Houston still up 1-0 on Texas right now, top of the 5th. Just to let you all know. Mike, looks like the Astros are going to come back, and
I don't know about that.
Could happen.
I know, but we got a long way to go. Here was what my thought was. Montgomery gave up that home run in the first inning to Bregman. I thought to myself that was Houston's chance to rattle him and get to him early because he has been so hot that maybe it's his time to get lit up a little bit. But give him credit. Montgomery settled right back in. And he's got this a one-run game, so Texas not dead yet. Houston wasn't able to pour on like we've seen them do, those 4-run innings, 3-run innings that they've had on the Rangers. What was it yesterday, a 4-run inning again? Was that the 4th or 5th inning? They had 4 runs again last night after Texas had come and tied it back up. So we'll see.
Well, Verlander so far has given up 1 hit.
Wow.
Walked 1 and 2 strikeouts. So it is the top of the 5th. That's through 4 innings. And the Astros have a man on first and nobody out. All right. We got to get to college football for Dan tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm excited about this part of the show here because, we don't talk a lot of college football, at least from our perspective, and it's nice to see somebody that's into it a little bit more. I remember you were telling me on X about Duke. Tell me more about what you're thinking about that game as I pull it up.
Yeah, so the big X factor right now in this game, bar none, is going to be whether or not Riley Leonard plays for Duke. Everyone talks about Drake May, and rightfully so in the ACC. But in my opinion, Riley Leonard is right there with him, maybe a half step behind. And bar none, I like him better than Jordan Travis on Florida State. Also, Florida State, they've had a great season, but at the same time, I look at those wins over LSU and Clemson now, and I feel like they're not as impressive as they were when the season first started. Both those teams aren't that impressive to me, which sucks because I was big on LSU before the season started, actually, to be honest. But roping it in, this game, if Riley Leonard doesn't play, I'm going to be looking to probably bet the under total right when the news drops if he doesn't play. That's something I would look at. I did already put like a half unit play on Duke against the spread here, plus 14.5. There is an extra risk if Leonard doesn't go. I'm not going to like it as much. We'll see the news like shoot that line or steam that, that line will get steamed one way or the other, depending on whether that guy plays or not.
Okay. So what do you think about the under right now? I mean, is that the play you think right now?
At that number, that's 49 is a pretty key number. So if you're going to play an under at 49.5, I think it's all right. I would maybe go like a little smaller and see what the news is. It's kind of two ways to go. You could hit it now for like a half unit or something like that.
Right.
But if Riley Leonard suits up and plays, I'm not going to like it as much. That's kind of the whole thing. I'm going to be waiting around, have the notification machine that is my iPhone, and I'm going to be ready to fire depending what I hear.
Okay.
I like Duke plus 14.5 also. The only concern is, again, if he doesn't go. But I already did a half unit play on that earlier in the week because I think I got some EV on it.
Let's
Nice.
hit that then. Let's hit that. Duke plus 14.5. I'm with you on that.
Hey, real quick, Powell says high hopes for Calgary as well this year. The good point by him. They're playing back-to-back today, so but Markstrom's in net. So thanks, Powell, for the comment, bro, as always.
Now, let's keep rolling. What else you on for college football tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I have to mention this one. It's obligatory. I mean, I've had this circle before the season started.
Okay.
Penn State, best number you can get them, plus 4.5 is what I got. Whole unit play. Really simple to me. Just, Penn State's defense, especially the secondary, they're going to really I really have them like neutralizing McCord. Ohio State, I just think their secondary is going to make it a long day for him. I don't really care that it's at Ohio State. I wish it was, in Happy Valley at night, but we'll take it.
Well, it looks like you can get +5 on Caesars for the same price you could get +4.5 on DraftKings. So looking at that, this is great to be able to use these tools on OddsJam, because as you see, we're getting a 0.5 point here with that +5. I like that a lot. So, and we're getting it at -110, same price they're offering +4.5 on every other book. So let's roll.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love that.
Yeah. And that defense is incredible. I mean, I think both games where I like Duke and where I like Penn State, a big part of that is the defenses are legit. And that's what's going to keep them in the game and give them, honestly, I wouldn't mind roping Penn State into like a round robin if you do that or something. I'm going to be looking long and hard at them and Duke, depending on Leonard. So that's the X factor, right?
Absolutely. You know what? Dan's a wealth of information here, isn't he, Mike?
He is.
I know. I like it. Like it very much. We're going into the bottom of the fifth. Still 1-0 Houston.
Ooh.
It's going to be one of them games. The under, guys, was all over positive EV this morning, and I should have jumped on it. I don't know why I didn't. Like under 9, under 8.5. That was all over this morning. Stephen Batts is here. How you doing, Stephen? Sorry, the comments are not popping up. Little StreamYard difficulty. I have no idea what's happening. But you know what? It's a live stream. We're going to keep on going. All right, Dan, are you on? Anything else tomorrow in college football?
Oh, tons of stuff. I mean, so I will say, like, I'm definitely an early in the week guy when it comes to college football. I'm that crazy guy that's watching NFL Red Zone for NFL purposes, but also I have another eye on the opening lines for college football every week. So there's almost always like 2-3 I fire in early. So I don't really want to give the people something that's like going to be crazy movement and juice. So I'm going to see what I can find that I maybe bet most recently.
Are you using the sportsbook screen at all?
Yes, sir. Let's pull that up.
Is that not a fabulous tool?
It is an amazing tool. There's imitators out there, but that thing is great. I mean, you'll see the red and the green when it moves up and down.
Right.
And there's all kinds of markets on there that are not on these other like tracker apps or what have you. I'm a guy that's used, I'm not going to name names or badmouth anyone, but I've used a bunch of different ones in my time. So
let's see. Awesome.
Yeah. Love to hear that.
Yes.
Let's see where some of these totals are at too. I'm just kind of looking at that right now. Boston College, Georgia Tech. I hit the under at like 59. I think it's still hanging around 57.5. I really don't mind that.
All right, let me pull up my my screen here real quick, and we'll just kind of go through it together here a little bit. You're on totals right now?
Sorry?
You're on totals right now? Boston College, Georgia Tech, 57.5 under?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaning hard to the under still at this number. I think I got 59. just, both these teams really muck it up in short. I actually saw Boston College in person, unfortunately, last season. I won't go into any more detail than that. They actually upset my favorite team, so that was horrible. As demoralizing as it gets as a fan, but yeah.
Okay. Well, what else you got here? What about UCF Oklahoma? That's a big number, 67.5.
It is.
That seems to be crying out to go to an under.
I don't know. For me, I mean, I understand that logic. I'm probably just going to stay off of that one. Okay. I know damn well what Oklahoma's going to do with Venables. They get up. They don't give a damn about their opponent. They will keep the foot on the gas and run that score up. That's the only thing that makes me nervous, like narratively about it. But okay. I understand. Like high 60s, 70s don't get to the over as often, just right. Normally. I know another. I think there's some spreads I'm going to have. Total wise.
So as you can see here, Mike, there are the books that have the +5 in the Penn State game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really like that a lot. Really do. Hey, by the way, what do you think of our Missouri team?
They're pretty good.
Hey, check it out. Comments are back.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. You think they're pretty good?
I'm on Missouri this week, actually. I know I have it in my card. I think it was an early week play, but let's see where that is right now. There might be some more totals, but I can. I'm gonna go to the spread here and see. I know I got them earlier in the week.
Okay.
Let's see if I still like it.
Pal, I think to answer your question, it would have to do. I would say because MLB playoffs being on, maybe they're. But that don't make sense because they're on other nights too.
It's usually this way because Saturday nights are the big night for hockey.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could see that.
Yeah, and then you've got, Thursday's a fairly big night too. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday has always been the big nights in hockey.
Never Saturday definitely.
Yeah, Saturday definitely. So
Missouri's -7.5 right now. For me, I don't like that hook, but I think I got like -5.5 or 6. Could always look at first half or something like that, but I mean, I like them in that game. They might be an anchor on a round robin for me, honestly. Like they're building a pretty good machine down there with Drinkwitz. I like what they're doing.
That's really good to hear, man. You're a guy that obviously knows college football, and for you to say that makes me feel a lot more. I think he's doing a hell of a job.
It was a tough loss though against LSU, wasn't it, Dan?
That was brutal.
They needed that, man. They needed that, and that really hurts them because there's no chance they're going to beat Georgia. Tennessee will be tough,
They could cover against Georgia though, especially like first half. Georgia comes in almost every game, like sleepy as hell. We won 2 titles, blah blah, cruise control. Right. I love that angle all season. I've been doing it.
Really?
Yeah. Now Georgia's stud tight end.
What's his name?
He's out. So yeah.
What's his name again?
I can't.
I love the kid. He's a hell of a
Is it Bowers?
Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
Came back to me last second. Took a minute there.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, much a stud. All right, look, guys. I got a call to go to, a meeting to go to. So we're going to cut this. Dan, great having you on. Let's do it again. Okay.
Yeah,
we may even do it next week. I love the college football angle, man. And by the way, our friend Tristan isn't going to like that you're not on Florida State. I'm just saying.
Sorry, Tristan.
Sorry.
But if Leonard doesn't play, I might have to buy
Right.
back or do something there, and that's I just wanted to mention that to the people because that'll have a huge impact on that game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
Hey, and stay out of the sun, would you?
I'll try.
See you, folks. Have a good weekend. Mike and I are going to Vegas. Woo!